Just before the break, we told you about a major discovery Dave Cawley had made in his investigation into Susan Powell's disappearance.
Now another, Mike.
Yeah, this one having to do with that encrypted hard drive of her husband's no one has ever been able to crack. Once again, here's Dave Cawley.
This is Josh's computer.
Josh Powell kept meticulous digital records. He had multiple computers.
He built it himself. I think there's like 5 hard drives.
And he took steps to keep files secret and secure.
Locked.
But there's one device in particular he took extra effort to protect.
And this is some type of backup device. It says WD on this side.
And it's that device that police, family, and the public have hoped for 10 years might hold some sort of key to finding out what happened to Susan. But no one's ever been able to say what was actually on that hard drive, and the people who have been working to crack it open have been unable to share their stories.
Talking about a case, especially on camera, it's weird.
Trent Leavitt and Richard Hickman aren't cops, but they are investigators. Digital forensic investigators. Since 2013, they've been working to access Powell's encrypted hard drive.
What's on there is a mystery.
Trent and Richard first got involved after the case went cold. The FBI and Secret Service had each taken a run at the drive and given up.
Let's reach out. Let's see if we can maybe just donate some time.
There are a few different approaches to cracking encryption, none of them easy or fast.
And so we downloaded a lot of these lists of very common passwords. And then we created our own big combined dictionary, applied a whole bunch of rules to it to say, try the original password, and then we're going to swap all the A's with the @ symbols, S's with $signs, and it created this massive dictionary that we knew and our software showed was going to take forever to get through. But we thought, why not? Let's give it a try.
KSL radio producer Dave Cawley on the phone.
We got a glimpse of this work 2 years ago, but at the time, West Valley Police told Trent and Richard, keep your mouths shut. Enter Rob Burton.
One day on my lunch hour, I just kind of walked up to the front door, so to speak, knocked on their door and asked if I could help.
Police were willing to take him up on his offer.
And it's been running for almost a year and a half now, and progressively I've been able to attempt almost 500 billion, with a B, 500 billion different password guesses, and none of them have been successful. We suspect Josh used anywhere from maybe 25 to a 50-character password.
Not impossible, but improbable, because the encryption is just all based on time. How much time do you have to put into it?
That was part of the problem for the FBI.
You know, the FBI and the Secret Service, they have some of the best IT specialists in the world, but they just don't have the time or the resources to devote to it.
Trent, Richard, and Rob have all been doing their digging on their own time and their own dime.
If it were my daughter, I'd go to the ends of the earth just like the Cox family has done for years now.
Public perception over the last decade has varied from outrage to confusion over why this is taking so long.
To those that say, well, just let hackers go at it, when you're dealing with digital evidence, you can't just hand that out to anybody.
You watch these TV shows, and in an hour, they've done a complete investigation, and it just is not that way.
It's very time-consuming, and at times can be incredibly stressful.
In fact, one morning I came in and looked at that, and it said password found 1. And I thought, oh, is that a bug? Was that real? And sure enough, yeah, no, it really did find 1 password.
Recently managed to break through the first of 2 levels of encryption.
This is what that breaking news 2 years ago was all about. But now, West Valley has given them the green light to tell the full story.
My understanding was that first password was not incredibly complex. I heard it was like 6 characters.
AP1124. Is that it?
Yep.
I don't know how I remember that, but some things you just don't forget.
Yep.
It turns out getting 1 password did not get them halfway there.
But it was just empty. There was nothing there, which led us to believe there's probably a sub-layer of encryption that we still have yet to break.
Think of it as a box within a box, and the box inside is invisible.
There's the outer password, and there's the inner password, so it's starting over, and it's a much different layer of complexity.
Opening that second box could still take years, leading some to wonder, why bother?
And that's the big unknown here is what's inside of it. Is it going to be helpful or is it not going to be helpful?
There may be some worthwhile information, there may not be, but at least we're going to try. I think it's worth it. I want to continue, and I want to just try to throw additional resources at it. And as technology improves, software gets better, hardware gets better, I think that we'll get there eventually. And it's definitely worth the effort and worth trying, and we got to do what we can.
Dave, thank you. And the Cold team is pitching in as well, discovering what appears to be a table of contents to that encrypted drive, giving us a pretty clear idea of what's probably on there. You can hear all about that in the new bonus episode of the Cold podcast that is available right now.